According to Statistica.com, 3.6 billion people around the world use social media. To put this number into perspective, that is 45% of the global population. And this shows that social media is very influential throughout the everyday lives of many people. And I myself am a member of Gen Z, which is one of the younger generations in America. I grew up with the development of technology, and I'm an avid user of social media. And I think that it is important to know the pros and cons of social media, which brings us to our topic today. What are the pros and cons of social media? I'll answer this question in 4 different ways. Number 1, social media increases participation in current events. Number 2, social media helps with the quick diffusion of information. Number 3, social media is associated with brain disorders. And number 4, social media has privacy issues. So beginning with my first point, regardless of whether or not you have social media, you have probably heard about the Black Lives Matter protests taking place across our country. And while the majority of Gen Z doesn't watch or read the news, why is Gen Z so involved in these protests and how? This is where social media comes into play. Many people have posted online links or online petitions to places where you can sign or donate money to the Black Lives Matter campaign. And through this, social media has been able to increase participation in current events such as the Black Lives Matter movement. Another way that social media has increased participation in current events is on Instagram. There is a link at the top when you log on. And if you click on it and are of 18 years of age or older, you can register to vote online, which is another way that social media has increased participation in events, in events as big as the 2020 election. So, social media helps increase participation in current events. Moving on to my second point, social media also helps with the quick diffusion of information. Although social media is used to show off your new car or your trip to Bali this summer, it is also used to spread information. This is especially crucial since we are going through a global pandemic as well as these Black Lives Matter protests. So, since the majority of Gen Z doesn't read or watch the news, how is the CDC able to get out information to these teens regarding coronavirus? And this is where social media comes into play yet again. On TikTok, every video with the tag coronavirus or COVID comes with a warning. And if you click on that warning, it will take you to a website where it lists all of these statistics, everything you really need to know about coronavirus, such as the latest developments and how you can keep yourself safe and your family safe. 75% of social media users polled using social media to check breaking news, according to Britannica.com. You can't carry around a TV in your back pocket, but you can carry around your phone. And using social media through your phone provides easy access to breaking news. So the pros of social media are that social media helps increase participation in current events, and social media helps with the quick diffusion of information. But much like everything else, social media also has its cons. Starting with my third point, social media is linked to brain disorders and mental illnesses. Social media has some downsides, such as in 2017, the Royal Society for Public Health in Britain did a survey. And in this survey, most Britons aged 14 to 28 believe that social media has had a negative impact on their life, such as anxiety and depression. Also, body dysmorphia or body image. And take it from me, a young teen girl in America, logging on to social media and seeing all of these girls that are so-called the beauty standard, it's not always a positive impact on my brain, on my mental health, because it does make me think about, why is my body not good enough? Also, the rate of young adults with suicidal thoughts and actions rose 45% in the last 10 years. And this rise in statistics has been linked to the rise in social media, according to NBC. So, social media has been linked to mental disorders and brain disorders. This brings me to my fourth point. There are security issues with social media. So, ever since I was little, I was told to be safe on the internet by my parents. They told me that there's always creeps looking to steal your personal information, or creeps that think you're cute and they want to take you. But that statement still holds very true today, especially with the rise in usage of social media. Putting your personal information out on the internet for anybody to see can be dangerous. For example, although pop-up ads have been on the decline since 1999, pop-up ads still can download viruses onto your device if clicked on, says BBC. This shows that social media can provide some security risks, and although you can avoid pop-up ads for the most part, there are things you can avoid, such as social media's use of your location. For example, on Snapchat, everyone that you are friends with or that you have added back can see your location. And people who are not careful about who they add back risk their security by showing basically anybody who they friended what their location is at any point in the day. And this provides a pretty big security risk on social media, which wraps up my fourth and final point. So whether or not you already use social media, I hope that with this new information, you will be able to make future informed decisions regarding social media. So in summary, what are the two pros and the two cons of social media? The two pros are that social media has increased participation in current events. Social media has helped with the spread of information. Two cons are that social media is linked to brain disorders, and social media can be associated with social security and security risks. So as a teen who falls into the 45% of people who use social media, take it from me when I say that it's very important to be informed of both the pros and the cons of social media. Thank you.